What is happening, guys? Welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to take a look at the sequel to a very awesome horror story, a tale about witches and weird forest creatures in a cursed place called Harrow County. This is Tales from Harrow County Library Edition, volume number 1. Is it any good? Does it suck? I'm going to let you know what I thought about it. Let's get into it. All right, welcome back. Guys, think about liking and subscribing if you're into this kind of content. We have Tales from Harrow County Library Edition, volume number 1, published by Dark Horse Comics, collecting the first 2 volumes of the series, which consists of 8 issues. There are 2 main story arcs here, and we are going to be talking about both of them. Written by Cullen Bunn and drawn by Crook. The original team behind the first series, Harrow County, which is about these townfolk who put this witch to death and 18 years later gets reincarnated into the body of a young girl named Emmy. In that series, there's some great supporting characters like her friend Bernice, a skinless boy, and they're kind of stuck in this cursed town and have to figure out just exactly what's going on. Now, that series is phenomenal. The story and art are both incredible and groundbreaking. Unfortunately, this sequel does not hold up. It's pretty good, but it's nowhere near the same quality of what came before it. Story-wise and art, it's a step backwards. And that's just my opinion. So what's going on with this series? This story takes place 10 years after the events of the first series, set in World War II times. Our main character is Bernice this time, and her goblin sidekick. Supporting characters, we have Bernice's lesbian love interest, which I thought worked out quite well, especially for the timeline of the 1940s where, broadcasting your love affairs, was not common. We get some other interesting townfolk and weird creatures along the way. The first story arc, I feel, is definitely the best. We get introduced to our main characters. There's this evil music that's like raising the dead back to life. It's pretty cool. Some interesting ideas in this one. Bernice does have some magical abilities that I forgot to mention. I'm trying to stay as spoiler-free as I can. The second story arc focuses on a few past events from the following series and takes us in a new direction. There's some stuff going on with our previous main character, Emmy. We get introduced to some new strange underground dwelling creatures that are in search of their lost queen. The art style in this arc is different from the first. I got pretty frustrated with this story arc. I felt pretty bored at times and wanted to stop reading altogether, but it did wrap up nicely at the end. Now, the art style and characters in this book feel too childish. The first series art style was a lot more detailed and defining. There's almost no blood and gore, which really disappointed me as well. At times, this book feels too immature. So with that being said, I think it's an alright follow-up to the first series, but definitely not something you need to read. I also think that there is not enough backstory to the main character, Bernice. If I wasn't familiar with her already, I definitely wouldn't have cared for her as much with, what they tell us about her. It's a pretty fast read as well. I think I got through this in like 2 hours. And in terms of content, there's not much here. Other Dark Horse Library editions offer more, so I think this is a little bit overpriced for what you're getting. Let's check out some of the extras now. We do have some nice variant covers though. And that's all there is. Let me know if you guys are going to be checking this book out, if you read it, what you thought of it, and we'll see you, of course, in the next video. Take care.